peace. I have a perspective. As I am observing with the news and all the things that are coming to light, do you maybe think, this is my perspective, that we are all seeing how we falsely idolized these people, or the energy, the false idol of money, greed, like however that looks, and it's like weirdly trickled down into the whole human society, because as these people that think they have power and control, which seemingly so with this earth experience or whatever way you want to look at it, they are thinking because they have money and a sense of power that they're so bored that they control and take and sacrifice and do all the stuff that they're doing, which I don't know everything, but based off everything, like not even like some people in the government, some people just with these so-called elites that are running things forever. Do we realize they're actually the weakest out of everybody in this world? I mean, prospectively, they're so weak, and we've literally been taught through society to idolize the weakest of them all. These are the people that put themselves on the pedestal, that allow themselves to think they're better because of money and status, and that makes them feel good and powerful, not only to do whatever things that they're doing behind closed doors, and like to kids, to everything. I'm not like going to go into all of it, but also we've allowed it too, because we falsely have idolized these things in life, materialism. There's intent and everything. We can be inspired, but we shouldn't idolize anybody. We shouldn't give anyone that power to feel like they're on the pedestal or lower than us because of money, because of so-called fame or whatnot. Because in all reality, we've allowed them to have that. It was given to them, and it made them feel empowered when you see it both ways, but they're actually the weakest. We've literally been allowing the weakest link of society, the ones with all this said power and they're in their mind and they put themselves on the pedestal, to run stuff. Do we see that? They are the weakest. They can't look at themselves. They can't be happy with themselves. They have to take in so many different ways. They need validation. They need people to worship them and idolize them because they're that freaking weak. Do we see how the tides are turning now, people? I mean, when is it that we all are going to be happy with where we're at and who we're meant to be? And we all have a role. So, I mean, like everything happens for a reason, because everything's kind of like a contradiction. But if we really look at it, we've allowed people of a certain status or place in life, if we go back to history, we all needed a leader because whatever, I'm not going deep, but we've literally allowed ourselves to idolize the weakest people. And these are the people with the said status, with the said money, because we all have allowed money and status to be above us instead of accepting ourselves for who we are. Isn't that crazy? We've literally have these false idols, which is materialism in all its forms, and putting ourselves on pedestals, because if you accomplish something, good for you. That is yours and yours alone. It's none of anyone's business. And if you're happy where you're at, that is yours and yours alone. That is no one else's business. And if you want to keep pushing yourself and achieving, that's yours and yours alone. I mean, there's a flip going on right now, because every light's being shown on the weakest people who had money and wanted to play with people's lives, because they couldn't look at themselves, so they had to play with other people's lives. They had to take. And we have to take that accountability that we have been seeing through an illusion and idolizing the weakest false idols of them all. And that is that mindset of status, power, money, materialism. We were all once little kids. We didn't give no shits about none of this. We were just happy we needed fed, the basic necessities. At some point, it transitioned to false idolization. And regardless, programming, whatever, I think are we going to be awake to see now that all these people that are having a light shown on them, they're actually weak, and we allowed ourselves to think of them as above us, and we've allowed to give them that power. We have to take that accountability. But how can we all stand together and make this change? I mean, I feel like it's happening right now. You know, there's still more to come, but they are what true weakness looks like. People that play with other people's lives and feel validated and feel like they're above somebody. That's the weakest form of anything, my opinion. Or perspective, really. I mean. But not everyone like that is. If you're in a place where you can put yourself in a place to help other people, and you do, and you still have your success, that's awesome. But when we got these people playing with other people's lives and dictating it and feeling powerful from it, that's weakness. So it's not saying everyone with a certain whatever, but I think maybe we should question what status means. Is, oh, they're just in a different pay range? Like, okay, cool. That's what they wanted to do. That might not be what I want to do. I mean, what does it look like? Because this is not to condemn like an entire group, but obviously the things that are coming to light, they're weak. They're all weak. And I mean, if you want to like talk about the devil or the low vibration, they all got played. They all got played because they took that power and they ran with it. And now the scales are going to be balanced. It's so crazy, isn't it? But it is, I mean, I'm repeating myself a lot, but we got to see how weak-minded those people are and how weak-minded any of us can be. And it's not like a mean thing, but like, let's take some accountability. We are all beautiful. We are all where we need to be. I mean, things can change and everything. There can be contradictions, but when are we going to stop placing judgment on ourselves and on others because of things outside of ourselves? When can we all take account, look inside, and be happy with what we are? And if we want to achieve, it's our own personal achievement. It's not to give someone else that place to judge us. No one's on a pedestal. Not even ourselves. We are all our individual selves. If anything, all this has shown me is we have allowed these people to be on a pedestal because of fame, status, or whatever. And that's not everybody. And it's really, really the weakest of them all. Yet we're all accountable for it. But it is like a form of programming I feel like we've had since our ancestors and everything. And I feel like we're clearing that up.